Hey, I'm Ken. Welcome to the Stock Market Unfiltered channel, where we take a candid look at the stock market. Sometimes funny, sometimes serious, like today. Come on real quick. It's early in the morning. It's about 10 o'clock on the East Coast time with some breaking news. We'll come back probably later tonight. Might have to. But remember this from Hershey the other day? The bunny, it's Easter. A lot of people buying candy. But this has nothing to do with Hershey's payday today. Pioneer Natural Resources. We talk about it on my channel. I told you I own this stock. I also told you that a couple of weeks ago, it got down to $177.27, a new 52-week low, and I was $1 away from being stopped out. But I didn't sell it. I held the course. Then I remember I told you it went up $38 in like 12 trading days, and we were talking about it. I think it was at $205. Remember? If you watch my channel, you do. And then on top of that, that Monday when OPEC announced all these shortages, if you remember that stock went up $8 from 205 to 213, and that was right at my cost basis, 213. So now we're on from 177 to 213. Okay. Right at my cost base. Glad I didn't get stopped out. And I talked to you guys about, I don't know, maybe a little high for you. And I talked about the profit taking, because it went down to 208 Thursday. It was 213. I said it was down $5. I'm not worried because it pays that variable dividend. And I like the dividend. It's a good company. It turned out right this time. So I'm on here with this today. I'm not selling it. Here's the deal what happened today. So stay the course. Don't panic, because this could cause you to panic. And you see this stock, man. Don't panic. Be patient. The big news of the day for oil involves Pioneer Natural Resource Company. That's the one that's in Irving, Texas. They operate in the Permian Basin. They're one of the larger oil productions and exploration in Western Texas in that Permian Shale. They do around $600,000 a barrel, 600,000 barrels a day out of there. Remember I told you they only cost them $15 to $19 a barrel to get that oil out of the ground? Okay, that's great. Well, and I also talked to you about that variable dividend. This company, why I like it so much, even though it's a variable dividend, that they like to give their money they make back to their shareholders. That's the perfect company to be in. When they value their shareholders that much to want to keep you there, buy their stock, and they're going to pay you handsomely for keeping their stock. That makes sense? It does to me. So guess what? We talked about this stock too. Not to that day we were going over the big oil companies, and we talked about Exxon because it was near a 52-week high. You remember that? I know you do. We talked about it. Oh. But anyway, Exxon, which is up today also, $1.02 dollar. Why? The Wall Street Journal reported that this is great news for us if we own this stock. The Wall Street Journal reported that Exxon may be interested in buying Pioneer Natural Resources. A takeover. Pioneer Natural Resources being took over by Exxon. You know what that did to the stock for Pioneer, don't you? Yeah. right now, let's just call it 10-10 because I like that number. It sounds funny. 10-10. Wish the stock was up 10-10. But it's not. It's up more than $10.10. It's up $16.88. We're talking about Pioneer Natural Resources. It's up $16.50, and that's an 8% gain today. So that's why I'm on this morning. I really didn't get too prepared. I saw this and I was digesting this news that came out, and it's got, you know, I just chart this live news I get, tracks my portfolio of stocks and a bunch of other things. PXD's got the little green symbol. This one has to do with Bollinger Bands, and says a break above this band can indicate a strong bullish trend is developing. Yeah, strong bullish plan. Or trend, not plan. So anyway, that's my whole point. Being patient. If you have a good company, like, well, how many times have I talked about this company already since I told you I owned it? If you got some in, you're doing really, really good. Because remember I talked about it when it was at 205. I said it might be a little high price point to get in. I mean, you just have to look at what you see in at the moment. And that was between 200 and 205. But if you did happen to buy it, because I never tell you to go out and buy a stock or recommend a stock. I may say, I like it, but do your own research and make your own decision. Because I'm not going to be accused of being up here and saying, Ken told me to buy this stock. And I lost a bunch of money because he told me to buy it. I'm never going to tell you to buy a stock. I'll suggest it and reasons why I like it. But in the long run, it might not fit your situation. You might not want that. Now, say like a day trader or something, this would be a perfect day for a day trader. If they had bought it at 208, say Thursday, and now today it's 223, and they bought 100 shares, just as they say 100 shares. And now from 208, and it's up to 224, $16 move. If you bought 100 shares, you just made $1,600 in a matter of hours. So that's good for day trading. They don't always work that way. That's why I'm in it for the long haul. So we'll come back probably maybe tonight or tomorrow, but I wanted to come in with the breaking news on Pioneer Natural Resources because we've talked about it on this channel. I've talked to you about being patient. This could be, as far as I'm concerned, people just buying it on some news that the Wall Street Journal put out. It hasn't been confirmed. This is just according to the Wall Street Journal. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. Because PXD was just talking about, they were talking about it trying to acquire another company. And that stock went down on that news. And this was PXD acquiring another company. Said they weren't interested in doing that. They liked their current business model. I don't know if Exxon buys it out or not. I don't know. I think stock should be worth $280. I'm talking about Pioneer. So we'll see. At $80 a barrel, I hope Pioneer doesn't sell us. At $80 a barrel, it's pretty good. Their 52-week high is $288. So I think the stock has more to go. And I don't know if Exxon's planning on buying it or not. And if they do buy it, are they going to keep this nice dividend? That's stuff I do not know. Because you don't have any details on anything if it's not actually what I would like to say confirmed. It's all rumors. That's what's going on today. Even though the stock's up, and that's great, is this panic buying because they think Exxon's going to buy it out and they're going to get a bunch of money. What happens if Exxon doesn't buy it out? So this stock going to crash and go back down to 205? I don't think so, but it might. I don't know. That's why buying stocks is a risk. You have to look at all your options to see if you want to keep this stock. Right now, I'm going to keep this stock. Because, you know, I'm way above my cost basis now. 213. I talked about that a couple of videos ago. Now it's 224.71. So like $9 above my cost basis. So I could sell it and have a really nice profit right now. But that is not my goal because I'm retired, get the Social Security check, and I'm in it for the long run. prices going up and down, I'm not really that concerned about it because I'm in it for the long run to keep the dividend out. Now, if it went up to $280 or $290, I might would trim my position a little bit because that makes my percent dollar value go up in my portfolio. The higher the stock is, the more money it's showing up is in my portfolio. And I used this example not too long ago. If it's $25,000 is the limit, and now I've gotten Pioneer that's gone up $8, and I got 200 shares, it just added $1,600 to my portfolio, which is great. But at some point, you don't want it to get out of balance. So you can try to keep it in balance. So anyway, and then going back to Exxon, hoping they don't really buy. I don't know how they would do it if they bought it. Their dividend is 91 cents a share. That's a 3.16% yield. PXD, remember, pays $1.10 baseline, which is 1.49%. But they had that special dividend. This quarter, it was $4.58. So you take the $4.58, you add $1.10 to it, that comes out to $5.58. And if you look at that dividend, that's 13.09% yield. So things to look at. Hope you guys have a great Monday. It's Easter Monday. I should have brought my Easter bunny up here. He's probably been happy. I should see what Hershey's is doing. Why not? He said he liked it. Let's see if the candy stock did good today. I don't know. I hadn't really looked at Hershey because Pioneer was more important. Yeah, it was. So anyway, Hershey, not too bad. It's $258.94. So it's down 93 cents today. Not too bad. It was $260 the other day when we were talking about it. So, but anyway, that's my real quick, just a urgent request to come on right quick to let you know about Pioneer if you happen to have bought it, and we talked about it on this channel. So we'll see what happens. The day is young. It's only 10:15, and the stock market, Dow Jones Industrial Average. When I say the stock market's up or down, when I say the stock market, I'm talking about the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which is 30 stocks. It's plus 12. The NASDAQ's minus 127. And the S&P 500 is 21. And at the moment, PXD, which is Pioneer, is up 7.6%. So we'll see how this news lasts. You know, when people digest it and they'll say, oh, Exxon's not buying this, and is it going to sell off? I don't know. It's panic buying, I think, trying to cover it. Or maybe it's people who shorted the stock, and now it's going up, so they got to buy it to cover their short, so they don't lose money. So there's a lot into it. But anyway, you guys have a great Monday. Just want to give you that quick, urgent stock news about what was happening with PXD. So anything changes, we'll come back on, talk about it. And I'm sure we'll have something funny to say about Prudential, maybe. Nah, Prudential's doing all right today for them. So you guys, like I said, have a great Monday and a good week. And we'll catch you later. Thanks for listening.